Hi, and welcome to Mindful, Beautiful, and Thriving, a podcast series by Taarika Foundation focused on youth mental health. Before we begin today's episode, I just wanted to let you all know that all content that is found in our podcast is created for informational purposes only. This content is not intended to be a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, treatment, or therapy. Always seek the advice of your physician or other qualified health provider with any questions you may have regarding a medical condition, and never disregard professional medical advice or delay in seeking it because of something you have heard in this podcast. Thank you so much, and without further ado, let's get started.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Mindful, Beautiful, and Thriving. It's your host, Poonam, here with four Wonder Women today. This is a Women's Day special podcast, and these four Wonder Women are the Taarika Foundation ambassadors, and they're doing great work in the community to break mental health related stigma and bring awareness. Welcome, Vani, Radhika, Lata, and Simran. It's so wonderful to have all of you here with me today. Before our listeners know more about you, please take a moment to introduce yourself, and I will request Simran to introduce herself first. Simran, over to you.
Thank you, Poonam. I'm so excited to be here today. I am a Tarika ambassador and I also have 15 years of experience in the tech industry working in Silicon Valley, where I have played many roles, wearing many hats from the business leader to an eager intern. And I pride myself being part of Tarika Ambassador, where I get to be around these Wonder Women as you introduced ourselves and make an impact in the lives of our young new team members.
Thank you so much, Simran. And let us hear from Radhika now.
Hey, hello. Hi, Poonam. Hi, everyone. I'm Radhika, a mother of two boys and a software engineer by profession. And I'm about to make a transition into the field of mental health counseling. I'm going back to school and study counseling. So I have been looking for a vocation or an activity that is meaningful and gives me work satisfaction. I think mental health is becoming more and more important in today's world of generative AI, video games, online dating, remote work. I think the basic human need to be heard and understood remains unchanged. And I felt compelled to explore this field, to become that human connection, make an impact, help someone, and also learn about my own strengths while doing this. So Tarika has been a great platform to begin my journey, and I'm just started and I'm learning so much through our initiatives like Mother Support Group and Five Senses. Looking forward to more fun. Thanks, Poonam.
Yeah, Radhika, it's wonderful to have you here. And you're absolutely right. There are so many great initiatives Taarika Foundation is doing for our community, and more the merrier. I'm so glad you joined us. Thank you so much for introducing yourself. Vani, can you please introduce yourself now?
Thank you, Poonam. Appreciate it. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to be included in this special Women's Day podcast. My name is Vani Pata, and I've been an IT professional for more than 20 years in the Bay Area. And in my work space, I'm overseeing the success of my customers, and I ensure everything is managed with excellence. But also on my personal space, being a mother of two and living a family within the Bay Area, I believe we play a crucial role in supporting them. Through Tharika, I was aspiring to create a supportive and friendly environment and to accomplish our mission. I want to make sure that can be done through raising awareness and breaking stigma on mental health. And I've also been a part of some of the great programs Tharika has been doing with the Mother Support Group, the Five Senses, and the Career Fair, and just make children and teens and be a part of their lives as early as possible.
That's so beautiful, Vani. It's great to have you here. Now I will request Lata to introduce herself. Lata ji, please.
Oh, thank you, Poonam. Thank you for having me. And it's really exciting to be part of this group. I'm Lata Subramaniam. Let me see, I identify myself as a mother, wife, a daughter, a sister, and an educator. And most importantly, I'm an advocate for early childhood education and the wellness industry. I really want to be an advocate for families to support and provide well-being activities. I'm also a trained and certified parenting coach, and I'm excited to be part of the Taarika.
That's so beautiful. It's so much fun to have so many women joining today and serving Taarika Foundation and the whole community. And the beauty is we all of us have diverse background, but we have the common goal to break that mental stigma in our community. So my first question to you, Vani, what stigmas around mental health exist, do you think, in our community? And how have you worked to break them?
Thank you, Poonam. So I feel even though mental health, people are talking about it, there's so much of awareness, but still in a lot of communities, mental health still carries some level of stigma. In many places, right, there is this idea of mental health are a struggle and they're ashamed of talking and it's a taboo in the community. So the only way, and I think the best way to start off breaking the stigma is having like honest, open conversations, just confiding in somebody, your friend, your parents, your teacher, your therapist, understanding and trusting in them and confiding and talking to them. And I believe it all starts from home, and having those honest communications with your children is very important. Active listening is another thing I very, very strongly believe in. We always have different perspectives, but just understanding where the child and your kid are coming from, I think will really help for us to understand our kids' perspective.
Thanks, Vani. I fully agree with you what you said. We need to have that skills, active listening. And as you mentioned, it's okay to ask for help.
Yep.
Whatever shape and form it's available to you, right? Don't just keep it to yourself and struggle. We all are worthy of, having love, support, and we all want to be heard. So it's beautiful. You're giving, some tips to our parents for creating that safe space for their own kids, right? So by doing that active listening, thank you so much. So my next question to you, Lata, how can women support each other better in prioritizing mental well-being? Because, I noticed women are always available to help others, but they sometimes don't prioritize their own well-being. So how we can support each other?
This is where my work with families come into place. I always start off with this saying that we are not biologically designed to raise our kids on our own. We need to find our tribe. We need a village. We need to have a community that will support each other. So, firstly, we need to build that community. We're not designed to raise our kids on our own, and even the mother's well-being, the parent well-being is so important. And I think we are the primary caregivers, and our well-being is so important, and that plays the foundation. That is the most important thing when we think of providing nurturing care and establishing a good, secured relationship with our children is our goal. So, if that is our goal, we need to nourish ourselves as a parent. So, that's where I'm coming from, supporting families, supporting mothers and fathers, their own well being. So, you put on your own oxygen mask first so that you could take good care of your kids.
Absolutely right. I think that's where Tarika is adding so much value. We launched our mother support group, and you absolutely said it right. It takes a village. I think back home, I definitely felt there was more community support. But when I moved to here in the United States, I did not have my community. I did not have that tribe. I did not ask for help. So I was trying to do everything as a superwoman. Um, but I learned hard way. But I think you're absolutely right. Mothers, fathers, all of us need that community support. And I'm so glad Tarika Foundation is building that community. Thank you so much. So my next question to you, Simran, what has been the most rewarding part of your journey as a mental health ambassador?
Wow, Poonam. I feel like I'm going to give you a very, very selfish answer that being a mental health ambassador, though I wanted to start this, and when I joined, I wanted to do something for community, but I have seen that it made me a finer human being. I regained clarity on my own preferences. What are my feelings, my thoughts, my actions, how to harmonize all of these things. To me, it seemed like I cannot pour from an empty cup. And when I would be part of these Tarika calls or doing some of the events with Tarika leaders, I felt that I need to be a finer person before I can go and preach. So it has made me a finer human being. I would say that I am a better mom. I can nurture my children well. I can understand that those are not the tantrums, but there are deep messages behind those tantrums. I have become more accepting and in all aspects of my life. And one thing that comes to my mind is that we say we rise by lifting others. So even though my journey with Tarika started that, okay, let me just lift other people, but I felt that I am rising with it. So it gives me a fulfilling joy that I am doing something for our future generations. And as Lata mentioned, it takes a full tribe to come together and make an impact. So there are so many lessons that I have seen, but I'm giving you a selfish answer and telling you how I became a good human being, better than what I was when I joined Tarika.
Thank you, Simran, for sharing your honest answer. And I share the same sentiments. You know, giving is receiving. By being part of Tarika family, I learned so much. When I'm hosting these podcasts, I'm talking to so many people and professionals, therapists. I understand as a human like myself more, and as you were saying, where my these feelings are coming from, how can I become a better human. So I am with you. It's so wonderful to be part of this foundation and connecting with so many people whom we can learn from. So thank you so much. My next question to you, Radhika, what is one self-care practice you swear by that you would recommend to other women?
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Poonam, for asking this question. This is my favorite question. So, yes, I would advocate exercise. I think exercise boosts physical health, mental health, focus, confidence. It secretes happy hormones in our body, uplifts our mood, and keeps us young. The benefits are endless. But as a woman, we often ignore this. This is something I discovered at my own home. I remember my husband, however busy he's at work, always found time for working out. He ran marathons, played sports, hit the gym, and I always found reasons to avoid it. There would always be cooking, kid activities, entertaining. Reasons were endless. And I have also noticed this trend among my friends that the male friends have always invested in their fitness while the female friends tend to neglect it. So, about 5 years ago, I made exercise non negotiable for myself. I go to a boot camp 5 times a week, and it has changed my life. Just finding that 1 hour every day has made a huge difference to me. So I want to nudge my women friends to make exercise a priority. Doing it regularly for at least 3 to 4 times a week is very essential. That's my self care advice.
Thank you, Radhika. I I must agree. I need to take good care of my body, as you were explaining. But in addition to taking good care of our body, I would also tell my women friend to take care of their mental health as well. And today we are celebrating Women's Day, and women have so much to give back to community, but at the same time, my request to all the women is to take care of their holistic health, financial well-being, their mental well-being, their spiritual well-being, their physical well-being, right? And I wanted to tell every woman, your voice matters, your dreams are valid, your contributions shape the world, right? But please do take care of yourself. So my question to Vani now, Vani, what does Women's Day mean to you?
Oh, that's great, Poonam. I just love this podcast, enjoying it really well. So happy to be here. Women's Day for me is, just being there for all the people in my life, friends, family, community, work, whomever I'm meeting. And I just want to be there. I want to make sure I'm helping them in any problems, anything they have, and just give them all the support. And I have a daughter, so it's very important to me that I set an example for her and make her proud the way she's making me proud. That's Women's Day for me.
That's so beautiful. I'm sure your daughter is proud of you and you are inspiring her with your work. Thank you so much. So the same question goes to Simran. What does it mean to you, Simran?
So, Women's Day for me definitely is acknowledging that a lot of work needs to be done on the gender equality front. I know this tradition of Women's Day started many, many years ago when women were not given those leadership roles or be allowed to have a say in the family. I know we are improving. However, there is a long, long way for us to still go on it. But Women's Day also, to me, means that we acknowledge the energy and the femininity in ourselves, as well as it is equally important for men in the world as well, that they acknowledge that the care and love is just not the need of women, but for men as well. So accepting both the parts, the brave and the stronger, and the soft and the loving side of ourselves is what Women's Day represents to me.
You said it beautifully. We are in it together, stronger together, acknowledging each other's strength, each other needs, and respecting that. So the same question goes to you, Lata. What does Women's Day mean to you?
Firstly, I think I'm going to take this opportunity to honor all the women in my lineage, right? My mother, my grandmother, my great grandmother. I want to acknowledge all the struggles and joys that they've endured to put me in this space. And I'm also filled with so much gratitude for all the women before us and alongside us who work very hard to uh, address gender equality and women's rights. And I also think that it's a day to celebrate all our beautiful contributions that we make as women every day in every part of the world, in every field. And I also think that this is a day to recharge and renew and continue to work, as Vani said, to support all other humans who share the planet with us. So, and thank you for having us do this. You gave me an opportunity to reflect, and I am really grateful for that. Thank you.
I am grateful to you for reminding us that attitude of gratitude is so important. We all may be happy, healthy, safe, and free, and a lot of work has gone to reach this far, but acknowledging, yes, we do have more work to do. So, and now I would like to ask Radhika the same question. What does Women Day mean to you, Radhika?
So, as everyone said, I think I echo their thoughts. What Simran said, that I agree that lot of work still remains. and to attain gender equality. But I think we have come a long way, and I really, really hope that all of us find our footing, all of us find our purpose, and we have the confidence to pursue it with free mind. All of us are free. Basically, I wish all women to be free um, in their minds. That's my wish for all of us.
Yep. Thank you, all of you, for joining me today, sharing your thoughts. You all are doing such a great work for not only for this community but for your family at workplace. Let's continue to uplift and empower one another and break those barriers which are holding us back and inspire change. And I'm sure, we can build that future where every woman and girl will thrive. With that, happy Women's Day to everyone. May you always stand tall, shine bright, and know your worth. You are worthy. You are loved. You are welcomed, needed everywhere. So enjoy yourself. Love yourself. Thank you, everyone.
You are listening to Mindful, Beautiful, and Thriving, a podcast series by Taarika Foundation. As part of our youth series, we will be releasing new episodes every month, so make sure to continue to check those out. We hope you enjoyed this podcast, and we thank you so much for listening.